There's a Prince Rupert job Facebook group. I put a while ago, months ago, is there interest if I buy a lawnmower to have contracts where I would mow the lawn of people? One guy made fun of me. He says, lawn doesn't grow here. It must be new. I'm thinking, hey, today I'll write him back. I'll find that post and I'll say, I don't mind if people overhear this. I'll say, hey, how do you explain? I saw people use lawnmowers today. Kind of waiting late too. It's pretty long when they're cutting it. And then a whole bunch of other properties with long grass that they're not cutting. I think if people own stuff, I don't think you should trust them. I'll read my email to the agency that responded to my other ad, which is, hey, I have a bicycle and trailer. I would do deliveries. Anybody interested? And this organization here contacted me, and man, I put hours. Met them like 2-3 times, and I put hours in this. And they said, we wanted to give you want to respect you and give you the news in person. We're not going to do the program this year, but you're new to the area, you don't have local references, like you worked a place 5 years, as if you didn't know that at the beginning. What really is they wanted to lie to my face. So I was already making compromises. I told him in this email that I'm reading in part 1. This will be the part 2 of Working Histories. I said I'm already making a big compromise if you knew me and what I think of cruise ship industries. But I would also have had to deal with the guy that said, oh, I don't know, they were supposed to buy. Probably already sold them, these bikes. And they said, no, we're not doing the program next year, but maybe next year. So we're going to look in your eyes and tell you. And I said, well, if you kind of settle in, although I said, nobody's given me a reason to settle in. They've known this from the first time I interview with them. I said, I can't sell the benefits of living here to the tourists, but I can sell the tour, right? Talk about it, the wildlife, the bicycles, safety on the road. And when they told me in person they weren't hiring me for reasons of things they already knew about me at first, they didn't like I had old references, and I gave them too much too, right? And it shows a lot. I'm not a domestic yet. So the guy that flew from Mexico kind of said, try to be more of a domesticate like me. You'll be successful. Yes, I'll be successful as a different species, but not as an Homo sapien. So it's kind of important for me to be an Homo sapien. So isn't it great that they lied? And they must be stressed from lying, right? And they think somehow that's professional respect, or somehow we would have had a great relationship if I had a recent new reference in town. No, they still would be who they are, and I still would be who I am. So that's what I said. I said, well, let's say next year. I said, I'm going to look you guys in the eyes and pretty much tell you, don't expect to hire me next year. I said, but next year, I said, because he didn't like the code of conduct, code of ethics that I have, that I send them. I send to employers that say they want to hire me. I said, well, what if I solve that next year? Like I have a recent reference that's here, and then somehow I'll still want to work for you if I like that job and I'm there a while, I don't know. But, I'll still have the same code of ethics, my prime directive. And again, he'd like me to be less of an Homo sapien if they hire me next year. But the thing is they would still be who they are, right? People that can't be trusted, bullshitters that think they're successful in industries that move a lot of money around, but that also waste, pollute. And there was compromises I was going to make just to, to be a subcontractor of that industry. But I can tell you, I'm not going to work for lying people to your face, and that's not what I wanted to be when I grew up. So that's not what I became when I grew up. If that's what the norm has become when they grew up and they think something's wrong with me, well, they're in good company.